should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive.
Bringing him out is the future Hall of Famer, now in his 18th NFL season, Aaron Rodgers. Right to the air is Rodgers.
And incomplete to open things up.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now the first carry for Darrington Evans.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gardner.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. So good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe-tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But whenever you call and run the hitch route, a lot of times that ball's got to be in the air before the receiver even turns around. That's the result of throwing it so many times in practice is really a timing route. Make sure that ball's out of your hands, and oftentimes the receiver turns around, and there's the ball. Nice completion there.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his left, and he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Walker.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Cowboys under head coach Mike McCarthy. Leading them out will be the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 29, the dynamic Steve Young.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
1st and 10, Young. Got an open man, it's Devin Hester. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
It's Young on 1st down. Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randy Moss, 46 yards. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gardner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
There's that high motor that made George Karlaftis a day-one draft pick. This continuous effort to get there for the sack. On third down, here's Walker.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Young looks to throw on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Randy Moss, as the first half is winding down.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
York now for the extra point.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hester to return from his end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Third down, Young from the gun. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Second down, and back they go to Sanders. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That one complete to Okoye.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
From the red zone now, Young.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides, and there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. From the 45 on 2nd down. Young. Oh, he's got Hester complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. All tied up. Less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And Barry Sanders the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 7, a minute 14 to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Here's Young.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Now Young. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Young here to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab.
And the Cowboys have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.